Joe in real life. So I've put in 2 weeks of consistent work with vastly relaxed standards compared to, what I've historically done. And it feels good, despite the fact that the amount of actual work I've done is extremely low when compared to the past. It feels nice to have banked some. And also, it feels relatively safe to up the ante, albeit minorly, now. I think this pattern will work. I think a fortnight, right? I have to successfully put in 2 weeks without feeling like my bandwidth has been exceeded, without having some sort of catastrophic malfunction, and then I can safely up a little bit. And failing to meet that, I shouldn't, right? I mean, that feels pretty reasonable to me. Now, of course, I shouldn't be the judge of that, but I'm all I've got when it comes to this. So that's not true. I have my therapist, I have my AA sponsor, and while they're not fully involved in this part of my day and my life, generally the thoughts are that I'm doing better, that things are good, or at least on the mend, right? So that feels good too. Today I'm going to up my yoga. Every 2 weeks I'll do just a little bit more. And what that amounts to is I'm going to add 2 postures, revolve, triangle, and something else. I forget right now. This is nice. This is good. I don't know. There's this weird disquiet in me for I had a Dutch angle for a second. About starting over, starting at the beginning, which is like a great place to be because everything you do moves you forward. But also, if you've ever had any success in the things that you're doing, starting over feels sour too, You, of course, know that you're going to get back everything that you lost really quickly. And that's true. I mean, I'm already feeling that. But the fact that you have to retread feels like a failure. And yeah, I'm definitely fully dumped into both of those experiences. They don't contradict. They have great synergy. So that's a little bit of a turd sandwich. But also this weekend we had Splatfest, Splatoon 3, my Splatoon 3 peeps. Shout out Splatfest Summer 2024. I spent a lot of time doing that, guilt-free, I might add, and hanging out of a sort with my youngest child, and just indulging our shared pleasure at this game. That feels good too, and there's no sour aspect to that. So today I got to do overhead presses and squats. I was doing 2 sets of 10. I'm going to move into 2 sets of 8 and up the weight. I'm going to allow this to have a slow build, 2 weeks at a time. And I think it's a solid plan. Like, it's unambitious, I'll tell you that, but it is solid. So that's where we're at. Stay tuned. I gotta go do my yoga first. Maybe I'll do it later in the heat of the day. Until then. Okay, so I filmed my intro this morning and it's evening now. That's 1:15 on the bar. I have 2 sets of 8. And my knees over toes stuff, but I'm not gonna film that. Sorry, I'm still breathing hard. I more or less forget what I talked about this morning, except I know that it was about starting over, And that feeling that, like, It's equal parts exciting and then just awful, because it doesn't feel like you did anything wrong enough to deserve to have to start all over again. Which is of course true, but it's like discouraging, you know, depressing. There was a time not that long ago that I wouldn't have touched anything on the bar under 135. And 115 for 8, while not difficult, it could have been easier, you know? And there is a part of me that deeply resents that. But I also feel good, you know? We're getting ready for this baby. I'm putting my body back together. Things are moving in the right direction. I'm doing the work to heal my heart and my mind after the loss of my mom. And like, I know that I'm doing the right stuff the right way. So what does it matter if it's a meaningful setback, as long as I'm moving forward? Those are the two wolves warring inside of me, right? So that's it for today. This is Joe in Real Life. I love you guys. Be good to each other out there. I'll talk to you tomorrow.